Nice carry for Leonard Fournette. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some.
Trying to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. Darren Reed picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
To throw is Rodgers. He's going to air one out. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. They go play action here on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, where maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 5. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And, Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these situations, and they feel like maybe they're just the better team, and they want to go ahead and prove it conclusively. Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't have...
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 19th touchdown now of the season. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. And he's got it up and through. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? Or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Again, it's Fournette. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
They go play action with Trubisky. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. David Bass in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. A first scoring update now from Carolina. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
They've got his man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Rodgers now on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Rodgers on 3rd down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Down man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Kobe Fleener, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
And it's good to make it 14-0. Now the punter, who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We thing, Brandon. I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's Marquette King now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. They'll try and throw for it here. But he will not make the first down marker. And that'll be a turnover on downs. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Terrell Pryor that time, and that'll bring up second down.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
Well, let the natural light of today reflect that he is now getting into the end zone 2 times.
Look at you. You're a little Ralph Waldo Emerson. Is that his name?
No, I was just going with the meteorologist. Said it was a day game. I'm here.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Broncos coming out now. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen. And I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see that?
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Leonard Williams in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Here's Marquette King now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. He'll take it at the 42. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Jets will take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Nigel Bradham in there for the 20th time this year as he continues what could be a record-setting season. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And a hook up over the middle to Pryor. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. Get a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Terrell Pryor, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Sanders has it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll toss it to Fournette. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
Leopard. Detroit. Here we go now.
Play action. Now Trubisky. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Marcus May with a pick.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time. On first down, Rodgers got his man, Robbie Anderson. And inside.
Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or he keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Coming to you.
Here's Rodgers to throw on second down. And it's caught. And he's brought down. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is caught for a touchdown. We'll check the flag, but it looked like a clear offsides, and it should stand. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone.
it on. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Broncos offense. After the penalty, it's Fournette. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. LeGarrette Blount with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos are able to at least make things a bit more respectable. So they're going to go for 2. Now it's Trubisky. And this one's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time.
Near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
It's a short kick here, fielded at the 24. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turned into a nice play.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
It's complete to Plater. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Throwing now is Rodgers. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this is brought in by Pryor. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Terrell. No run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. All right, hang on here. We'll jump over halftime. Just let the system and graphics catch up. Okay, all set. 3rd quarter now. Meanwhile, a 2nd quarter score from Carolina. An early lead in that game for the Falcons. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Rodgers now on 1st down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So a major development here. Aaron Rodgers out. And all eyes now on the backup quarterback is Hilduck under center. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. That'll get a little bit back. Give him 5 on the run. And they'll be left with a 3rd and 13. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
This is taken at the 18. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Denver has a 1st down on the 15-yard play. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Fournette on the counter. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Running left, it's Fournette. And now running right through it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos get one score closer. Here's Trubisky. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And this Jets offense continues to pour it on.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call or get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The pitch to Fournette. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Called in by Anderson, left side. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. They're going to look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 14. Now Trubisky. It's caught. Jones. And he is knocked down from the side at the 29. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Darren Lee picks it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe they'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
McCaffrey on the counter. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. The Jets on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Play clock winding down. Now Leonard Fournette. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Let's take it inside his own 40. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw here. To Decker over the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. He loses 4, and it brings up 4.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bronco defense comes up big. Now and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wind up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A handoff to Fournette. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but